just think about it, Alvin. The critical illness, like cancer, heart attacks, they're not killing people, but right? When I say that, meaning that it'll kill you financially before it actually kills you.
Yeah, man.
Because you got a period that you suffer and you struggle and you can't go to work.
Most survive physically, but they don't survive financially.
Hello, everyone. Alvin Darien here. I spent over 2 decades in the financial industry helping people just like you. As the author of books like Don't Let Adversity Steal Your Legacy and the 8 Financial Breakthroughs, and as the CEO and co-founder of Financial Pro Network, I am proud to present to you the Leadership and Money Podcast.
All right, everyone. Welcome to the show. My name is Alvin Darien. Today, I want to talk to you about something that is very, very, very important. It comes down to the word threat. Have you ever been threatened? Has someone ever said, I'm going to beat you up? Has anyone ever said that, hey, man, this person is threatening me? Today, we're going to break down the 10 financial threats. And to help me go through the 10 financial threats, I'm going to have Dre Parker here with me today, everyone. Dre, how's it going?
It's good, man. We got to handle these threats, man.
I know, man. It's in our book, The 8 Financial Breakthroughs is part of chapter 2. Mm-hmm. Well, not chapter 2, but breakthrough number 2.
Right.
And we want to break down these threats. There's 10 of them. It's very important people know about these threats, man.
Absolutely.
So when you hear the word threat, what comes to mind?
Man, I need to protect myself, right?
Protect yourself. What comes to my mind is somebody threatened to beat you up in the lunchroom on a lunch on 8th grade in front of your new girlfriend. Like, that's a threat, right?
That's a serious threat.
So there's financial threats, and we got to address those, man. So let's start with the first one. There's no particular order, everyone, but we want to address these things to look out for as you build your legacy and as you build your net worth. So the first one is disability, man.
Woo! See, disability, right?
Disability. It stops you from making money.
Right, absolutely.
Making money is your number one asset.
Right.
And if I stop a person from making money, that can cripple their legacy, man.
Yeah, a lot of people don't think about that.
They don't.
You know, they get up every day, they go to work, but you know, a lot of times people, we talk about this all the time, right?
Yeah.
Hey, I'm gonna put insurance on my phone. Hey, I'm gonna put insurance on my car.
Yeah.
But I'm the true asset.
Income insurance.
Right.
Making sure you protect the asset.
Absolutely.
Making sure you protect your money.
Right.
Also, think about it. Some people think they're Superman and that they never have an injury or get hurt. Superman got hurt.
Yeah, he did.
You notice, right? Batman got hurt sometimes.
Yeah.
So as we go through life, we got to understand that it may happen, right? Your back go out. Or something like that. Or you cannot work. Think about people who do physical labor work.
Yeah.
That's why I think disability planning is very, very important.
Yeah, because now you're not able to do what you love to do to take care of your family.
Wow. The next threat, man. You ready for the next one?
I'm ready for it.
It's a bad word.
Okay.
Inflation.
Woo!
See, I knew it, man.
Or shrinkflation, right?
Yeah.
We'll talk about that too.
Yeah, think about it, man. The price of gas is going up. The price of milk is going up. People don't drink milk. They drink almond milk now. I got to drink almond milk now.
Yeah, I drink almond milk too.
And you think about it. I had a Honda Accord. Back in the day, I put $10 in gas, filled it up. On my way over here, $82.
I got to get gas going.
Man, so just little things like that, right?
Yeah.
And think about inflation going up and if a person's retiring.
Right.
The cost of goods, the cost of fun is going up.
Right.
People don't think of that one.
They don't.
And how do we beat inflation, man? How do we protect against and hedge against inflation?
Well, you got to make sure that your money is in the right vehicles that's going to pass the rate of inflation. Because there's one thing that's not going to happen. Inflation is going to always happen.
Yeah.
So stop, you hear people saying, I wish things would stop going up.
Yeah.
It's never going to stop going
Remember
up.
back in the day, your uncles or your grandparents telling stories?
Yeah.
I remember I got a car for $5,000. Like, what?
Right.
You can't get a transmission for $5,000.
I paid 10 cents for gas.
Yeah, all kind of stuff.
Yeah.
10 cents for a loaf of bread.
Right.
Wow. Threat number 3, running out of money.
Yeah, that's a big one.
We hear that all the time. People are afraid of running out of money. People are more afraid of running out of money than snakes and dying, man.
Yeah, think about it. The stats are like 66% of people.
That's a threat because the 4% rule, that's an old rule.
Right.
You only can live off 4% of your money.
Yeah.
So if you have $1 million times 4%, that's
40,000.
40 grand.
Yeah, a year.
Then divide it by 12 and then hit it with taxes.
Yeesh.
So a lot of people will run out of money.
Yeah, and people don't think about these things, Alvin. That's why they need to make sure that they're educated. This is why we're doing these segments.
Yes, don't run out of money.
Yeah.
Don't run out of money. The next one is losing money, a loss in the market due to market decline. You know, some people put money in aggressive things and they listen to someone at the barbershop or their cousin, and then they lost money. You know, the market goes up, the market goes down. We saw what happened the other day.
Yeah, recently.
It was all red, right?
Yeah.
So somebody lost some money. And let's talk about losses, man, and risk tolerance.
Listen, that's very important. You know, as professionals, we always have to address that. You know, we talk about that plenty of times, but a lot of people aren't familiar with there are certain things that could protect you against threats from market losses. That's why education is very important.
Man, education is important, and we got to make sure people make money and not lose money. Keep
Right.
you in the green, make sure you're not in the red.
Right, absolutely. All right.
So the next threat, Dre, is taxes, right?
Yes.
You know, taxes may go up, will go up. Taxes will be one of your biggest threats to your future income, especially for wealthy people.
Absolutely.
And people understand there's techniques and ways and systems that you could really lower your taxes. Most people don't know about it.
Yeah.
So taxes being a threat, what is your take on that?
Well, a lot of people are programmed and they don't understand. They always talk about, hey, asset allocation, but what about tax location, right?
Yes.
Diversity for your tax situations when it comes to different investments. A lot of people aren't thinking about that. Just imagine that the bucket that you put your money in all your life for your retirement, all of a sudden when you start taking money out that bucket, Uncle Sam is there every single time.
And man, you know, every time I talk with a client and we teach the team to talk to a client, tax now, tax later, tax free. Where's the money? See, tax now,
later.
tax today.
Right.
Your money is taxed while you're making money.
Right.
Tax deferred, also known as tax later. I call it tax forever, because once money's there, you may pay taxes forever.
Right.
And then the last one is my favorite one: tax free, tax advantage,
Right.
tax exempt. So that's very important to overcome that threat. Is have your money in the right place.
Absolutely.
The next one is identity theft. That's on the rise right now, man. And you know, just the other day, somebody had one of my cards and buying McDonald's and Chipotle. Now I eat Chipotle, but I don't eat McDonald's. No, nothing against McDonald's, but I just don't eat it anymore.
Right.
And it was somebody in California.
Imagine that.
And a few years ago, somebody was in Texas buying video games.
Yeah, me and my
Right.
wife experienced that too. Like we didn't spend $1,000. Now we were in Ohio. What was going on?
See, that's minor.
Yeah.
But they didn't take over our whole credit and buy a house in it, and
Right.
And they didn't have put some. You know, the new thing now, man. People are putting health codes on your record.
Wow.
Yes,
I didn't know
the health
that.
codes. So that we got to look out for that, and you know, everyone, just make sure you monitor your accounts and check it every other day or every day, and make sure that threat doesn't wipe out your life savings.
Yeah.
Can you imagine being 70 or 80 and you build all this wealth and then somebody impersonate you
Wow.
and they use the wealth that you worked 70
hard.
years
Yeah.
for? That would be devastating.
That is devastating.
Wow, man, we're knocking these out. The next one is a chronic illness, man, like chronic pain.
Right.
There's a lot of chronic pain going on right now. Back pain, hip pain, knee pain, neck pain. If you have chronic illness if it's pain over 90 days, it's chronic illness.
It's chronic. Absolutely.
So think about it. You can't even put your shoe on sometime when your back go out, or you can't even brush your teeth because it's so hard. You don't realize your back is connected to everything. And in that chronic illness, man, we have protection plans to overcome that threat. How important is chronic illness, protected against chronic illness?
it's very important. When you look at the stats, 70% of people over 65 will need some form of long-term care in their life.
Okay.
It's very important.
They do. That leads me to critical illness. That's number 8
Yes.
of the 10. So critical. Remember watching Red Fox growing up? And he would say,
Oh, yeah.
Elizabeth, this is the big one, right?
This the big one, honey. This the big one.
So you hear critical, think
Right.
ICU or critical illness, cancer, heart
Right.
attack, stroke.
Right.
And I know you had some loved ones had to deal with cancer.
Absolutely.
I beat it twice. And
Yes.
you got to have proper plans, because if you have a critical illness, that can stop you from working.
Yeah. Just think about it, Alvin. the critical illness like cancer, heart attacks, they're not killing people, but right? When I say that, meaning that it'll kill you financially before it actually kills you.
Yeah, man.
Because you got a period that you suffer and you struggle and you can't go to work.
Most survive physically, but they don't survive
financially.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Wow, this is good stuff. Here's the number 9, man. Wrong information is a threat.
Oh, drop the mic.
We can stop. We can stop the
stop at
episode
9,
right now.
right?
Wrong information.
Yes.
There's a lot of quote unquote gurus
Yeah.
on the internet giving some wrong information. Now, some people are giving good information.
Yeah. Yeah.
But some of the information isn't for everyone.
Right.
Can you imagine going to the pharmacy and say just grab a pill?
Imagine that.
That's how it is on social media now. You know.
Right.
People say, "Hey, this is what I'm doing," and then everybody want to do the same thing.
Right.
We know
Everybody's
everyone.
yeah, you can't do that.
You can't do that. Everybody can't have the same diagnosis because of that wrong information. Think about somebody give you wrong information on your taxes for your future, wrong information on the accounts to get, wrong information on the strategy.
Right.
You can mess somebody up.
Seriously. You can't, like, listen, I go to the gym almost every day, and if there's a big guy doing 315 pounds and say, hey, everybody needs to do this.
That's going to mess them up, man.
Absolutely.
So, the 1 minute TikTok, no knock to TikTok.
Right.
That's not going to be your whole financial plan.
No.
You got to have a financial professional to sit with.
Absolutely.
And you got to have somebody that can guide you through these 10 threats.
But, before we go on to the next one, that's a big one, even with destroying your legacy. You know how many families get the inheritance and they blow through it because of bad information? Bad decision making?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I know we're working on a client, a family right now that should be getting some pretty decent income. And the first thing we wanted to do was give them the right information.
Right.
And
we talked about creating a course for them.
A whole curriculum and course just for the family when they get that inheritance.
Yes.
So the last one, procrastination. If procrastination was a nation, it would be the largest nation.
Yes, it is.
People put off saving money. It's not on their things to do list.
Yeah. And that's a serious, like, think about it. People procrastinate and all the things that they say important. And that right there is going to stop you from building wealth because we always talk about money and time. But the more you procrastinate, the less time you have to accumulate. And then we have people who say, hey, you know what? I'm going to retire in 5 years. You're not going to retire. You're going to quit.
You're going to quit working. Did you stop working or did you retire?
Right.
And, to add on to procrastination, man, we next thing you know, you're 30 years old and you're 40 years old and you're 50, then you're 60. And now you come running in our office, hey, I got to save money. I'm like, listen, we don't have much time, but we got to start now. The best time to start saving is when, Dre?
Right now.
Right now. You got to save money and think about it. If you're making $100,000 a year, can you save 5% of your money? That's $5,000 a year.
$5,000 a year.
Let's push it up to 10% of your money. We have to start somewhere, right? It's like doing push-ups.
Right.
So if we start you off, hey, do 10. Next week you do 20. Saving money. Save 100. Save 200. Save 400. Save 800. Right? Save 1,000.
Right.
Save 2,000.
You start moving up.
You have to build that muscle because procrastination with human nature would kick in.
Yeah. Start now. Save regularly. And be patient.
Yes, and get the right counsel.
Very important.
I'll tell you what, everyone. Thank you so much for joining us today. Today we went over the 10 financial threats. We want to make sure that you and your family, you're protected. Make sure these threats don't wipe out your financial savings, don't wipe out your legacy. And if you really want to take a deeper dive, I highly encourage to go out there and get this book from on Amazon, or look for the website in the caption. And also you can schedule a time to meet with one of our financial professionals. Get that hour time. It's no obligation. It's complimentary. You don't have to make decisions, but you can get the education. We give you more than information. You're going to get information that's going to lead to education, and education will lead to implementation. Talk to you soon.
Thank you for your time today. Have a productive day and not a busy day. To all the world champions and first-generation millionaires, I will see you at the top because the bottom is too crowded with excuses. Make sure to like, share, and subscribe. Take care and God bless everyone.